Star Trek Discovery. Let's begin. BAM! So, this is the 4th season of Star Trek Discovery. I gotta say, I'm kinda torn about this show. Because if you saw my last review, I felt like the last season, the 3rd season, was kind of a weird season. They kind of introduced this, they traveled into the future, and now they're stuck. There's an incident called the Burn, which destroyed all the fucking ships and all these power sources that the Federation had. And it was such an interesting concept, but the payoff was so garbage. It was just like, I guess that was an ending. I guess that was something, It didn't feel satisfying. So when they ended the show, I honestly felt like, yeah, they're done with this. This was like a very unsatisfying end to a show that I was kind of defending, So I didn't feel like, yeah, they drew me, They satisfied that last thing. Which brings us to this season. It's like a few years after what happened, after the settling of the Burn and all that stuff. So what do I think? It really triggers something in me. I consider myself a pretty progressive person, I know it sounds bullshitty when someone references their progressive thinking or whatever, but I truly try to give an objective point of view without bringing too much drama from the outside forces, like gender equality, ethnicity-wise, this, that. I try to be objective and watch the finished product for what it is. And in the 1st season, I did that. I heard a lot of stuff about the show, a lot of people saying it wasn't good because of this or that, the leads they didn't like, and I was like, okay, how much is this actually a criticism on the show itself, rather than what it is representing, what it is supporting, what it is doing this or that. I honestly just wanted to give an honest review. In the 1st season, when I gave it a shot, it really delivered to some degree. The story was good, the special effect was amazing, especially in retrospect, this is the best visual TV show from Star Trek, you know what I mean? So it's beautiful to see. But at the same time, I kind of was like being hounded by these oh, this is just pushing an agenda, pushing this, pushing that. 2nd season comes up. It's still good, but you're starting to see that creeping, just a lot of noise to the show. Then the 3rd season comes in, and it feels like they are running out of ideas. It feels like they've had the 1st season, the 2nd season, they felt so tied together, it was like stitched, to be honest. The 3rd season felt like, okay, we didn't expect to get to this season, so now we're just making stuff as we go. And the 4th season, it just became garbage. Oh my god, I hate saying this. I really do. I really do. But it really strikes up a conversation that I don't really want to have, but I think I'm gonna have, which is the social justice thing. Now, again, I've addressed it in the other video. There's a lot of people who hated on the show specifically for that reason. I'm trying to say that's not even part of the equation. Is the show good or not? But this season forces me to talk about it because that's really all that it offers. In the 1st episode, it is heavily talked about genders, sex, body positivity, trans community. It talks so much that you feel like, okay, where's the story? Where's the thing that I'm trying to see? Okay, if there is a paper, I feel like, honest to God, lately, I feel like we should create a petition we could all sign that says, I'm cool with whatever gender, sex, ethnicity, whatever you are of an entity in this world. I'm cool with it. Just deliver me a good show, a good story, a good just TV. I just want to see something enjoyable. I don't want to be hounded over the head with metaphors that is so obvious and just talks about equality. I'm done. There is no enjoyability in TV shows anymore because every show that I open, there's always a message to be talked about like this. No one has talked about this. It's only us. And we are bringing people to the new reality, yada yada yada. Dude, you're not the only one that talks about this, okay? You're not the first TV show, first songwriter, nothing. This subject has been talked about to death. Give me a good goddamn fucking story, man. Something I can enjoy. Something I can see and be like, yeah, regardless of the gender, regardless of the ethnicity, regardless of anything, the show was good. There was meat in the show, but this is nothing. I'm like up to the last episode. I think it's the 5th episode I'm on from Star Trek Discovery, and honestly, there is nothing of the story. There's one crisis thing that I thought like, damn, this is something big, this is something amazing. So I watched the other episode, and it was obvious what they were doing. Stretching this thing way too long. Exactly what they did with the burn. They hooked you in the first couple of episodes saying like, look how destructive this powerful force is. And then they never talked about it until like halfway through the season for like 1 or 2 episodes. And then they stretch it again until the final thing, and it's gonna be... But until then, you should at least give me good storyline, something to gravitate to. But no, I'm left with, I don't know, what job do I have? I need to discover. And it feels like there's something in the background in my head that says, yes, queen. Like, it gives me that certain type of vibe. It's not like, yes, I respect that. No, it's cheesy. It's so cheap. It's so, like, been talked about to death that it's ridiculous. You know, it's kind of like someone saying, you know what? Well, power was friendship after all. It's like, oh my god, no. To all my Star Trek fans out there, right? To my homies, to my brothers, to my sisters in arms in Star Trek. We love Star Trek not because of the action, not because it was very fast-paced. It was intelligent. It was smart. It wasn't about the gunfight. It wasn't about the destruction. It was about the intelligent conversations. No matter what subject it was on, it was an intelligent conversation that wasn't up to debate because it was undebatably intelligent. This one feels like, do you like it? Do you like it? Why don't you like it? Huh? If you don't like it, that means you're bad. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm really cool with it, okay? Just give me a good show. That's all I'm asking, okay? That's all I'm asking. I needed to let off that steam. Honest to God, it's getting ridiculous. This is not just because of Discovery, but what it represents, to be honest, you know? I must have pulled some hatred from other shows that did this, but it's just like, come on, man, come on. Seriously? Seriously. There is nothing to talk about. There is no story. There's no substance. I'm done. This is Star Trek Discovery so far this season, and I am not impressed, and I am tired of defending you to my friends because honestly, there is no more excuses. There isn't. I tried to come up with something, not the acting, it's... You can go only so far with saying the graphics were good, you know? After a while it becomes like, is that the only thing that has good graphics? That's it. Anyhow, sorry for the rant. I don't want to do this. Kinda had to say it out loud for my sake, not for anybody, okay? It's not my thought representing a whole people. This is my thought representing me, and I am tired of seeing this same shit, man. Anyhow, exit that way. Doses.